Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Now, today we're going to do something I've been promising for a very long time. We're going to show you guys my collection. Now, I have a collection of a little bit of everything. I'm an 80s and 90s kid, so a lot of the video games, toys, wrestlers, really big in my collection. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to run through and show you guys all of my little man cave down here, but also I'm going to split it up into videos down the line showing you guys a little bit more in-depth look at my collection, where everything came from, why did I get into it. But I wanted to show you guys a little bit of what I'm into so you guys can see all the time when I'm at auctions or estate sales why I buy what I buy and what I actually do with it once I get here. Now, Amber has a huge collection as well, and that's coming up too. She's a huge vintage Halloween, vintage Christmas collector. So when October comes around, or actually about September comes around, we are going to start off by doing her huge Halloween collection. And then once November rolls around, we're going to do our huge vintage Christmas collection. And then we'll break down those the same way we're going to do these. So we're going to call these like collecting videos, but we'll come up with a cool little name for them. But I'm really excited to show you guys. Like this room down here, I can show you guys some pictures here of what it used to look like, the basement when we bought it, compared to what we've done to it since we've gotten it, and all the improvements we made and what I've added to it to kind of make it my own little man cave down here that I wish I could spend a lot more time down here. I just don't get a chance to. So I'm hoping, as time goes on, I do get more time to come down here and actually really enjoy and use a lot of these really awesome things I have. So let's start it off. We're going to walk around. I'll be recording and then kind of give you guys a little bit of rundown of what it is, and then not where it came, where it came from, I guess, but just kind of a little small rundown of what it is and why I collect it. So let's start off and let's walk around. Kind of give you guys the overview of everything down here, but we'll kind of start going over and just go piece by piece and just give a little rundown. We got the VHS tapes. I just started collecting these guys, so this is kind of a brand new collection for me. I could pick them up anywhere from $1 to $1 a piece. Usually I don't pay much more than that, but I got quite a bit of them. I'm mainly just looking for pretty much all of them, but then also there's different versions of some, like as you'll see with this Bambi one. This is the Masterpiece collection, and that's just the Diamond Classic. So I'm not trying to collect all of them. I'm just, once I get into collecting something, I kind of go overboard with it. This is actually a new, there's the YouTube video. You guys will see my stands around here. This is a new thing we picked up at an estate sale as well. A nice pool table down here. Kids like coming down here and, going through all that stuff. You guys will see my book collection. These are most books I've already read. But as you can see, it's just, I find something I'm interested in, I go all out on it. The True Blood series, Hunger Games, Pretty Little Liars. I mean, here's some of my World War II books I've talked about before. Just a little bit here and there, kind of always things. And these are more like brought me back from when I was a kid in school, where the sidewalk ends, Polar Express. I mean, just kind of cool stuff like that. If you guys remember these from a long time ago, I picked those up at an auction I recorded, gosh, had to be about 2 years ago now. Got the autographs here. I got Tom Izzo, Ed Reed, huge Baltimore Ravens fan. Le'Veon Bell, as you guys can see, big Michigan State guy. Got Gordie Howe, Sergei Fedorov, Mark D'Antonio, again, Michigan State head football coach a while back. Andre Rison. Kind of go through and you'll see, got big time wrestling, old wrestling posters, more autograph stuff, Ravens, big chess player, so I like doing that as well. Old starting lineups. I think that's something I might get out of, just to give me more room down here, but old Sports Illustrateds and Michigan State stuff's always, old Michigan State stuff even, I'm probably gonna kind of gear more towards the 80s, 90s stuff. This is a Lamar Jackson signed helmet Amber got for me for Christmas. I think it was last year. Something I treasure pretty hard. Here's my football card collection. We'll go through here and pick a year. Well, let's see what this year is. 1966 tops. Trying to complete all these sets. So, as you guys will see, just something, a little bit of something I kind of keeps me busy and lets me kind of look out for stuff as I go. And then it gets into the big creme de la creme, guys. This is my video game collection. So we got Atari, Wii U, we got Wii, GameCube, Dreamcast, Nintendo 64. Again, I'm going to make separate videos for a lot of these to kind of go through and piece by piece and let you know my favorite ones I, that brought back the most nostalgia for me. It's my Sega Genesis collection. Like I said, I got so much more to collect out of these. My list is so long, it's kind of ridiculous. We got Super Nintendo, my NES stuff. Again, I got to get better ways to display these. I just kind of went kind of crazy. I had to back up for this one. That's my Atari. And then we got PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, PlayStation 2, and then PlayStation 1. And like I said, we'll be going through all these and I can kind of run down a little better of what I have. And, you know, like I said, I think it'd be kind of cool to let you guys know kind of a little bit of history on some of this stuff and why I collect them. It's because it's, you know, there's certain games that bring back really so much nostalgia for me that I'm excited to let you guys know, you know, why I do it. And hopefully you guys, you know, understand why people collect things sometimes. And of course, we get down here, we can game down here. We got the TV here, we got a TV over there, another TV back there. So, you know, if you got to play multiple systems or you got a lot of people over, you know, stuff you can do. Go through all the systems. You got PS4, PS3, PS2, PS1, then all the attachments down there, and then the rest of the systems are back here. We got Nintendo, SNES, GameCube, Sega Genesis, Sega CD, Dreamcast, Sega Saturn, the NES Classic, the VR, Wii U, Nintendo 64, the Wii, the Atari, and then we got a bunch of handhelds up there, the Game Boys, the PSP, Game Boy Advanced. Now, these ones have kind of picked up along the way. ColecoVision, complete in the box, it's pretty cool. Then also got the Nintendo Action Set. This is the box for that. Then this is actually something I picked up from a vendor that came into our store and sold it to me. I thought this was kind of cool. This is what they used to rent out Nintendo games in, or Nintendo systems in. So when you rent it from a video store, you'd get this. Obviously I still got some hookups in there, but yeah, this brought back a lot of memories for me. I thought that's something we'll kind of highlight a little more when we go through. But yeah, so that's kind of a little bit in there, a little bit of the video game stuff. More excited to get in. Oh, of course, I missed out on the really cool stuff here. Amber just picked this up for me for Father's Day. This is a slot machine, works great. I wish I had a couple quarters I could stick in to show you, but let me show you. Let me see here. Grab a quarter out of here. There we go. Let me see if I can get this going here. Of course, I got to get it working again. Oh, there you go. Now I can use it. Had to wait for it to reset. There we go. And we'll just spin the wheel. And we got 2 credits. And then we'll cash it out. Bam. Brought back some cool, I love these. Old slot machine there. So yeah. Pick this up. Just pick those up at the, starting to get into the old Marvel, Batman, DC stuff. But I'll show you some more of that. These are all kind of cool little LED things that kids have gotten me over the years. These are Leitch helmets. These used to come. I remember having the Detroit Tigers one, and I'm like, oh, those are cool. And so I got the Tigers one, and then, you know, kind of went crazy from there, as you guys can see. Started collecting them all. I got some old board games. We definitely are an old school family, so Crossfire was just my latest pickup. I think that was an 80s game. But yeah, as you guys can see, just a ton more kind of games, more VHSs up there. You know, got my little jersey collection. We just picked this up in Saugatuck, the Mateen Cleaves jersey. Was pretty happy with that guy. Lamar Jackson, like I said, you guys, once you're a Ravens fan and stuff, you'll pretty much find out everything I got down here. But yeah, you know, as an Omaha hunter, got my crossbow back there, my shotgun. All right, so let's get into this stuff here. So these are the collections I completed. This is one of my first collections I completed. And now these are old, a bunch of different ones. There's Rollins, there's, you know, the HNFL ones. But these are all old helmets that you see, you know, they're not usable at all. They're not supposed to be game used or nothing. But these are old collectible full-size helmets that I cannot wait to talk more about and why I started picking them up. But these are something I really got into a few years back. But I completed the collection. But there's also little alternates too. I just don't have the room for the alternates yet. But I'll get down to that line. But this is one of my favorite logos. The old Buccaneers logo. Creamsicles. Oh man, those are awesome. But yeah, these are just more things I've really got into collecting. It displays well. The newer teams like the Panthers. And then the Ravens is a new one. We got to get obviously newer helmets for those, but still nonetheless really cool. And then we get into my collection. I'm really Like, I'm really debating on how big I want to make this. But this is my old wrestlers collection. You got Junkyard Dog, you got Big Boss Man, Akeem, Hulk Hogan, Iron Sheik. I mean, I can go on and on. I am a huge wrestling fan. Every Mondays, Amber gets stuck having to watch wrestling with me. But we got Macho Man. This thing's cool back here. My sister got this for me. She works at a Marathon gas station, and they had one of those left over. So this is where they put the beef jerky. So she got me that, which I thought was really cool. Just picked up that at an online auction. The WWF Complete board game. Andre the Giant. I mean, my next big thing, I'm telling you guys, be on the lookout for me. I'll buy them. Old wrestling VHS tapes. Oh man, that's something I'm super gonna get into. But yeah, so if we do a little run around here, and like I said, we'll get more deep in once we start going, you know, back and forth on all of our, you know, all of it individually. But it's kind of a little rundown of what I collect. You know, like I said, man, this is like the funnest thing. I love the job we have because gives us the opportunity to find these things and actually bring it and give it a good home and make sure it's taken care of. I'll show you guys a couple funny things over here. I just started getting into these Marvel collectible figures, which there's a bunch more I got to start collecting. But me and Amber went to Vegas back in 2007, I think, or 2007, I guess would be a better way to put it. Let us know how'd they do. This is back when I had a little more hair. Amber had her lip piercing in. But yeah, like I said, there's those. And then in 2009, we went to Chicago. Not as much of a favorite one as the other one, but let me see if I can get a better. So yeah, there's Amber and me. I look a little different, I guess. Uh-oh, there we go, we made it. But yeah, so I think that's it, guys. That's kind of the rundown of my whole collection. But again, stay tuned. We're going to have a lot more videos coming up, breaking down little collections of like my favorite Sega games that I collect and why, the Nintendo games, the helmets. You know, all of these things have a story behind them, and I'm excited to be able to tell you guys more of why I collect what I collect. And you know, maybe it's something you guys might bring a little nostalgia back for you and, you know, make you guys want to collect as well. So, oh, what am I doing? Completely forgot the wrestling buddies. You know, those things I'll be talking about too, because this one right here is one my parents got me for Christmas. I've had it for probably 25, 30 years now. So yeah, we'll get into all that stuff. So let me flip this around real quick. All right, guys, so that's the video, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That was my collection. I cannot wait to give you guys more videos and breaking down all these things and a little more of like my favorite games, the nostalgia it gives me and why I collect them, and stories behind some of the things I do collect and where it came from. So thank you guys all so much for watching. If you guys want to like, subscribe, comment, share, all that great stuff, much appreciated. And if you guys get some time and you want to come out and see me and talk more about my collection, your collection, feel free to stop out to our shop and get your antique fix on M66. See you guys later.